like 60%.
Wow. You drink Helka. Here you go. I'm going to give him a little scoop. That's good, okay?
No.
Yes, Mommy. Oh, never mind. Meow mix, please, Caesar.
I want chicken. I want liver. Meow mix, please eat liver.
And oop. God, it's still raining. Helka. You sound like a ghost. We're both sniffing. Oh dear. It's cold. It's winter. Here's in case you need to blow your nose.
I don't blow my nose, darling.
Why not?
It's an excellent question.
That is an excellent question. And oop.
Lordy Lord.
Cut that out. You better cut that out. Please.
So we started watching Wednesday, which is a Netflix series based on the Addams Family intellectual property IP. Lennox watched episode 1 without us, and he summarized it for us. And we also read the little blurb on Netflix. And then we watched episode 2. Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections.
I didn't hate it. Lennox said, "Are you going to watch any more?" I said, "No." I said, "Only if you want me to with you, then I will." Because he's been asking me all week to watch this with him.
Yeah.
I mean, as we were watching, it was so funny because this was like a mashup of 6 different pop culture series and shows and movies.
It had moments. It had some good lines, well written, but overall. But we watched it together, and here are the pop culture mashup IPs. It's Harry Potter.
It's so Harry Potter. Maybe most of all Harry Potter. This is very Hogwarts.
Yes.
Because it's a private school for quote-unquote outcasts.
Yeah.
Which that's what Hogwarts was. It was like a school for magical kids. So it's like teenagers wearing uniforms.
Yeah, the uniforms.
Doing magic and odd talents.
It's Harry Potter.
Yes.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter meets Hunger Games. The school principal lady character.
Headmaster.
Very Elizabeth Banks from Hunger Games.
Yes. Very reminiscent.
Meets Twilight. Just because I saw a boy, was it the archery boy? He reminded me of Taylor Lautner. Yeah,
and you know what else? It showed a scene outside of the head cop fighting with his teenage son. Yeah. And it was outside of their house. And their house looks so much like Charlie and Bella's house in Forks, Washington.
Yeah. And he was a sheriff. He was a sheriff.
Yes.
He's a sheriff in the show. The actor is a sheriff.
Yes. 2 sheriffs with these houses that look exactly alike. And they're both driving trucks.
And they both have teenagers who don't want to hear none of this nonsense.
I think was there a werewolf in Wednesday or something?
Yes.
Okay, probably.
Maybe. Meets Yellow Jackets strictly because Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday Addams in 1992, she's in it. She's wearing the big eyeglasses. She's literally is wearing the jumpsuit from frickin' the Yellow Jackets.
Christina Ricci was in Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
Yeah, and her character in Wednesday is way more reminiscent of the Yellow Jacket character than a callback to her Wednesday Addams character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, fine, whatever.
Meets Glee. There's some singing going on.
It would have been kind of funny if the Christina Ricci character was more of like a Wednesday 30 years in the future.
Yeah.
Like more of a grown-up Wednesday character. They didn't, like, it could have been its own character, but just like, wow, like aesthetically and the way she speaks and personality.
Yeah.
More of a grown-up Wednesday. That would have been more interesting, I think. Yeah. Where's Tim Burton? Let me work with you.
Meets...
Oh, Glee, because there was a scene outside when it was like an a cappella. They were covering...
They're singing.
What were they covering? What was that song?
A song. A hit pop song.
Oh, it was Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yes.
It was so Glee. Bunch of teenagers.
Meets Splash because some guy has a fin.
Oh, guy jumped into the water and turned into a mermaid.
Like
but that was also so Harry Potter. The Triwizard Tournament where there's mermaids and a lake, and they were doing a competition with teams against each other.
Meets Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight because there are jokers and they have like the messed up lipstick and it's so bad. It's so dumb. And finally meets Below Deck. Okay, well, I just wanted to say we watch Below Deck.
We're obsessed with Below Deck and everything we see.
Why? Because it's the best TV show ever in history? Yeah.
The best. Therefore, everything we come across in our daily lives is somehow tied into, it relates to Below Deck.
And in this episode 2 of Wednesday, there's a little
a boat race.
And so...
There was a boat race in Below Deck, Season 3 Sailing Yacht, in case you care.
Yeah. Oh, people care, honey. Okay, so we are selling... No, we're not even selling. No. We're giving away. We're good people. Okay,
back it up.
Beep, beep, beep.
We're doing a major home renovation.
Yeah.
Recalibration.
Yeah.
Lennox and Luna are
them.
Our kids.
Yes.
They're switching rooms in January.
Yeah.
For various reasons.
Yeah.
So Lennox has had a bunk bed in his room since we moved in. It was left over from the person we bought this from.
Judy's own.
And we bought it. She included some furniture along with our sale of the house.
Yeah.
So we're getting rid of the bunk beds.
Yes.
And we're cleaning out, purging Lennox's bedroom.
Yeah.
And that commenced today.
And just like physically, in actuality, what's happening is that we have a third floor, but it's a loft. Luna is currently in the loft. Lennox is on the second floor with the bedroom. Yes, Frankie, I know. It's hard. Change is hard. We're moving Luna to the bedroom on the second floor because she's 13, almost 14, and needs a door, needs privacy. And Lennox is moving upstairs because, well, we only have one bedroom other than the master. And we're just going to throw him up there. He seems to deal with change easier. He's just a boy. He's doing his thing. He's younger.
And if this doesn't work out, they can change in a year.
Wait, what?
Well, I had one of my good friends growing up.
Yeah.
They only had 2 or 3 bedrooms, but there was 4 kids. And once a year, every year, on the dot, they would all rotate bedrooms. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
But we could do that.
Well, this logistically, there's a lot happening. I guess I had to take apart a bunk bed today, which wasn't difficult, but it took a little time.
You were such a real man today.
Yeah.
You had your little toolkit.
It's called a socket wrench, honey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were sweating. You were rotating
It's 40
screws.
degrees outside, and I'm sweating inside because I'm a real man.
Yeah.
Trying to flex.
So the big issue is we had to take apart Lennox's bunk bed because Luna has a queen bed.
Correct.
We're going to give Lennox a queen bed.
Yes.
So they have the same bed, same size.
Yeah.
It's interchangeable.
Yeah.
It's time for the kids to grow up. Okay?
Yeah. Is it?
No.
Luna is attached to her queen bed, which used to be my queen bed. We're buying Lennox a new bed frame and mattress. So we're giving away the bunk bed that Judy's Own gave us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget if it was for free or super discounted, but it's...
We paid her.
Okay.
But it was like 50%.
From the RC Willey MSRP.
Right.
We got it super cheap. But we're just giving it away because when you involve money in these sorts of transactions like that...
Like, it's an awesome... Good quality. Yeah. It's RC Willey.
Yeah.
Lennox sleeps on the floor, as you all know.
Mm.
So, and when the previous owner lived here to babysit her grandkids, but she was here once a month with her grandkids.
Right.
So whatever kid was here before barely slept on it.
Yeah.
This thing is practically new.
Lennox barely slept on it. We were trying to kind of approximate or figure out how many days Lennox slept on the bunk bed. So the bunk bed faces one way. The TV is faced another way. It's
perpendicular.
Right. So if you lay on the bunk bed, you could watch TV, but your neck would be...
you should sympathize with that because that's one of your main complaints.
Oh, yeah.
Is like uncomfortable head position watching TV.
Yeah, my neck is very... it's very precious.
You and Lennox are the same.
Many issues. But so Lennox slept on the floor.
Fine.
Because he fell asleep watching Mr. Beast and Unspeakable and people playing Minecraft on YouTube. He would watch that on his TV. But I was like, you probably slept on that bed 12 days or less. And he swore he slept at least a month on that bed. And we've been here 2.5 years.
No way. It's got to be a maximum of like 10 days.
Yeah.
But I have this thing that in the last few years I've developed this ideology where if you're selling or if you're getting rid of something that's you've used, just give it away for free.
Yeah.
It is so crappy of you to charge someone for something that you've used.
It's so minute. Like, are you going to charge $20, $50? Like, we can do without $20 or $50. We're helping people. If
you're desperate for cash, fine. You can try to earn some money. But if you aren't hurting for the cash and you could give a bunk bed to, for instance, a single mother who needs a bunk bed, then go ahead and do that. Yeah. And don't charge them any money. Yeah. That's my...
So we took pictures of it before and after. Where are you going?
The brownies are done.
Oh, the brownies are done. Well, then...
Please excuse me.
Pause the pod. Oh, here he comes.
I got a cool son.
Okay.
He doesn't care. He's eating one now.
What? Yeah.
Everyone knows you sleep on the floor. Rude.
And oop.
I have no idea where we left off, so I'll just continue. Okay. So we're giving away a high quality bunk bed with mattresses. We almost gave away the bed sheets and linens, which again, Lennox has used for 12 days in the past 2.5 years, but we threw those away because we were like, well, we don't want to wash them.
We donated them to Goodwill.
Correct. Yeah. I drove them over to Goodwill this morning. So we put it on the West Sacramento Facebook group, and I was immediately inundated with, I'll take it, I want it, when can I pick it up? And I was like, wait, simmer down, because I was at Goodwill dropping stuff off, and so I didn't know quite how to handle it. I felt like Jeff Bezos in the early days of Amazon. Like I didn't know how to handle all this commerce, honey, all this economic activity happening. So what happened was the first 2 people who Facebook messengered me, I was like, okay, I can deal with 2 people at once. One of them was Jessica Guerra, for the Americans out there, for you xenophobes, for you ignorant Americans, Jessica Guerra, and the other was Russ Gann, Russ with 1 S, who both messaged me via Facebook Messenger at the exact same time. So it wasn't like first person.
You texted me and you were like, what do I do? There's so much action on this post. And I said, you go with whoever responds first.
Yeah.
And you said they both responded at 2:18 p.m.
Yeah, at 2:18. So there's two things going on. So there's people commenting on the post. I put a bunch of pictures. I said, this is free. And I said, all you need is a socket wrench. Come pick it up. We won't deliver. I'll help you load it. I put it out on the West Sac Facebook. And I said, have at it. But there's people commenting like, I'll take it. But then I don't want to get, I hate it when like you're on the Facebook and people go into back and forth like, oh, when can you grab it? And then a response, oh, I'll grab it at 3:00. Oh, back. And it's like,
Yeah.
I slide into my DMs, girl. Okay.
Put that extra effort.
Yeah.
Get personal.
Yeah.
Cross that line.
I don't need to have this public back and forth, like this bartering, this trade, this exchange. Slide into my DMs, and then we can really shoot this shit. Am I right, Russian? So Russian and Jessica Huera. By the way, Huera means war in Spanish. Oh. It's also a diminutive term for a white person, but
okay.
And she has an apostrophe in her name, honey. JES apostrophe SIKA. So she doesn't go with the C of Jessica. She goes with the K, and then there's an apostrophe in her name. Like, what the hell? And then her last name may name war. Name war.
Don't ask questions.
Or pejorative.
Unless they're related to the bunk bed.
Of white person. So they both slid into my DMs at the same time. And I was like, okay, well, we have a battle. So I thought, how do I make a decision? Like, should it be like Shark Tank, where I sit in a nice Barca lounger and they pitch their grievances,
and you're smoking a cigar and your face is shadowed.
Yeah.
Very intimidating.
Yeah.
I think both people need to pitch their sob stories.
Yeah.
Like, who needs this bunk bed most?
Grovel bed. I'll wear a crown. I'll be like, tell me your sob story, you heathens. Well, that was our first initial impression. But then, so I start, but then cause I was like, I was dealing with this coming back from Goodwill, and I said, honey, this is too much to manage. Like, here's my phone. Handle this or help me. Or,
yeah.
I needed your assistance.
So I stepped in.
Yeah.
I took charge.
Yeah. Like the woman you is. And you went into the profiles of Jessica and Russ with one S. And you said, okay, Jessica has 2 kids.
Single mom, 2 kids.
Yeah.
Appears to be pregnant, possibly with the 3rd.
Right.
No man in sight.
Oh, it's just a travesty.
Okay, so good case. She's presenting a good case for the bunk bed.
Right.
Russ, on the other hand,
she's hecka needy. On the needy scale, she's like an 8. Russ with one S. Yan.
First of all, profile picture, he's sitting atop a motorcycle.
Yeah, a motorcycle.
Okay, so you have the time for recreation and fun.
Right.
On a motorcycle.
Or you don't. You were fronting.
Right.
But I see race, honey.
You do see race?
I'm an Asian man, and so I saw Russian, and I thought, well, this could be a friend. This could be.
Oh, you always err toward the side of the Asian.
Yes.
When it comes to voting on a ballot,
yes.
When it comes to making friends.
Yes. And so I thought, well, Russian can be my first friend post-marriage. To be perfectly frank and blunt and honest, people. So I thought, okay, well, Russian can be my buddy. So it was Jessica v. Russ. It was like the Verzas.
It was like
on the internet.
Celebrity battle.
Yes, lip sync battle. But in the end, we sided with Jessica because allegedly she has 2 kids with one on the way. Well,
also she responded first to your DM. So you and her were engaging in a back to forth DM, and Russ didn't respond quick enough.
Yeah.
And oop.
They both responded at 2:19 p.m.
2:18.
2:18.
Very important. And then you replied to both of them.
Yes.
But then only Jessica replied back to you.
See.
So you and her engaged in a back to forth.
Yeah. Russ waited seconds, minutes.
Not needy.
Right.
Not desperate enough.
Right. And then another thing is that we went to Russ Yan's profile, their Facebook page, and his first post was about essential oils. Okay, you fucking loser. with your MLM, honey.
So you're an MLM who sits on top of a motorcycle.
Right. And yes, you are Asian, and we could have been buds. Okay. We could be at Lighthouse Bar and
You
Grill
could have
right
had
now.
it all rolling in the deep.
Yes. There's a fire. So in the end, we went with Jessica with an apostrophe and a K. Russ with a one S or Jessica with an apostrophe and a K. It's crazy. I was showing all this to Lennox Albert Garcia, and because we were just chatting about it, talking about it, and I was showing him my phone, like, look at Jessica, you can look at Russ, and he's like, this is weird. It is.
He was trying to guide you.
Yeah.
In how to reply.
Right.
Because the next step, after we gave the go-ahead to Jessica, now you have to let Russ down.
Right.
Ooh, it's like breaking up with a girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
It's
Russ.
not you, it's me.
So, made arrangements with Jessica. And that's a whole deal. That's a whole nother deal. Like, you sure you got a truck? What time are you going to be here? And another thing is that I gave her our address.
Yes.
But I didn't give her our unit
number.
Yeah.
When are you going to do that?
I'm not going to. Because I'm scared. What if Jessica shows up with like 6 big dudes with guns or something? You can never be too safe, honey.
Okay.
Well, I said, let me know when you're here and I'll just hop out. Because another thing is that people get confused easily by our unit.
We are a condominium complex. Correct. It's very confusing.
Yeah. So I just gave her our building address. And are there 6 units here or 8?
7.
7. There's 7 units. I didn't want to give her our unit. It's number 1, by the way. If you're coming by, if you want to party.
Have we mentioned we need friends?
If you want to pick up some bunk beds. But, so I made the arrangements. I gave her our address, but not our unit number. I said, just pull up and let me know when you're here. And so she's going to be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that means that at like 8:30 a.m., we got to move your car out of the garage. We got to bring all this crap downstairs.
It's so many pieces of furniture. But
yeah. And then, I had to let Russ down. Like, Russ, man, listen.
It was so difficult, wasn't it? Yeah. You cried a little.
I don't want to be the one to say this, Russ Yan. But essential oils, really, Russ Yan? But I said, hey, man. I actually had Len proofread this. Like, he copy edited my response. Like much like Judy Farah, but he said, I said, oh shoot, we already have a taker, but if she falls through, it's yours. And then the next line I put, sorry, with the exclamation point, because I am sorry. Russ was real. What I later found out after Jessica is that Russ was willing to come today, and I thought, let's get it out of here today.
I'm glad he didn't come today because it's been pouring rain consistently. Yeah, so that would have been fine, but messy and not pleasant.
Yeah. So Jessica is going to show up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, which means we got to start moving the pieces at 8:30 a.m. And I hope she puts her 2 current children in their bunk beds. And the third one, Jessica, you're on your own, girl. We can't help you.
We don't have a bunk. We don't have a crib.
Yeah.
We don't have a bassinet, okay?
Yes. Well, maybe we should. Alrighty. Well, that's selling on Facebook, honey. It's a very odd experience.
You know what? It is. It's only for the brave of heart.
Yeah.
Because it takes courage and stamina.
And once I made the arrangements with Jessica, I deleted it. Because I hate it when people leave stuff up and they're like, it's taken, update, it's taken, update, it's gone. Well, why don't you just take the fucking post down?
Yes. Delete. You don't need any more aggravation in your life.
Yeah.
You've already had enough with these two people.
I took it down. Hopefully Jessica shows up tomorrow. We got stuff to do in the morning. It's early, but I'm an early bird. That's what also appealed to me with Jessica. Like, she's an early gal. Russ, in the afternoon.
Vince is already in his undies by then.
Know.
Okay? He's turned in for the night.
Beer and jammies, teeth and jammies, Russ Yan. But Russ Yan, bring it in, bro.
Bless your heart.
Bring it in here. Let's hug it out.
Maybe you guys can connect on another level.
Yeah. Well, the bunk bed thing obviously didn't work out, but should I follow up and say,
what are your other interests and hobbies?
Do you
watch Below Deck?
Do you troll Sacramento television stations on their Facebook pages?
Do you get blocked on Reddit by city groups?
It's a lifetime ban. I was talking to Mo, who is my coworker, and we really spent some quality time this week together because of work. But that dude, he hunts and he fucking cuts up goats to eat. And he fishes, and he likes guns, which, okay, whatever, I don't care. But he's got hobbies, dude.
Yeah.
What are my hobbies?
Your hobbies are watching Below Deck.
Yeah. That's just a sad, pathetic hobby. I'm sorry, Russ. I'm sorry.
Doing this podcast here.
Yes. Gym. But I feel that's not even
that's not a hobby.
That's not fascinating on any level. Well, it does take time.
It does, but you're not one of those guys that goes and spends, or gals, who spends 4 hours a day there.
Do you have a hobby?
Heck no.
Is reading a hobby?
I mean, yeah, reading is what I do for fun, and it's like my extracurricular. But no, I don't have a hobby.
That's why we go perfect together.
Yes, we're soulmates, honey.
Our hobby is that we have no hobbies.
Our hobbies are hanging out together.
We like to go out to eat.
We like to watch TV together.
We like to watch TV. We like to drink beer. We like to take up our bunk beds.
We like to look at our cat, Frankie.
We love looking at our cat, Frankie, who is, okay. So with Frankie, I felt like we reached a peace accord with Frankie a few weeks ago. So
a treaty?
If you're just joining us, Frankie was fine for a year or two, and then you gave him wet food, and then that turned him into a fucking maniac.
Yes.
Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight, that was a callback. That's what we call in comedy a callback. But we went back to dry food, and he was fine. We would feed him before bed, 8:30 ish. And then he would chill. He would sleep at your feet till 2, 3 a.m. ish. Whenever I went to the bathroom, and I'm an old man, I go to the bathroom 4 to 5 times a night, sometimes 6. But at 2 or 3 a.m., if I went to the bathroom, he would wake up, he'd start meowing, and it'd be like, okay, well, I'll feed him. And I would feed him at 2 or 3 a.m., and he would nosh, munch down, and then he would go back to your feet.
Yes,
and
it was so nice.
It was peace. It was harmony. It was everything was grand in La La Land. But then in just the past week, he's become a nut job again. Like meowing,
scratching at the carpet.
Scratching at the carpet. Feed him. 2 minutes later, he's scratching at the carpet again. And it's just, it's become a whole deal. Like, I thought we had reached some sort of agreement. But he is like Palestine. We are like Israel. Or something. Like, we had it so good for a couple weeks. I don't know.
I don't know either. So, well, in the middle of the night, I was utterly desperate and at my wit's end. So I went downstairs.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. It was a whole night of him meowing and annoying the shit out of us. At 1 a.m., whatever it was, I see you march away from our bedroom, and you said, "I'm getting his fucking cage." And I thought, holy shit. You're saying the F word at 1 a.m. And you got it because his cage was downstairs in the garage.
We keep his cage, okay, AKA his little carrier thingy.
Yeah.
We only use it to take him to the vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the garage. So I marched down there at 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
In the cold, in my pajamas.
I was like, holy shit, she means business.
I marched back up.
Yeah.
And I opened it. I put a blanket in because I'm not completely a villain, cold-hearted.
Right.
I put a little blankie in for him.
Yeah.
I brought it into our bedroom.
Yeah.
And I slammed it down.
Yeah.
He saw me. He heard me.
Oh, he was taking it out. They mean business.
Yes. And then he scurried underneath our bed.
Yeah.
And he rolled into a ball and stayed down there.
Yeah.
He knew he was going in that cage.
Yeah. And that was a few nights ago. And ever since then, he's been much more docile and agreeable. Because the cage sits in our bedroom, which is it's unsightly. It's a cat cage in a loving, beautiful home.
Yeah, it's just sitting in our bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's a warning sign.
It sits there as a warning.
And he is heeding that warning.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we don't want it to sit there like an eyesore forever.
Right. Yeah.
But
it's ugly.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we bought a spray bottle. But yeah, that's our current state of affairs with the country known as Frankie Blue Nicholas. And I love him, but he drives us crazy sometimes.
He does drive us crazy.
Yeah. Although today we drove him crazy with taking apart the bunk beds, and I'm currently staring at two twin-sized mattresses in our dining room, and we had tons of blankets and pillows and a bunch of nonsense today, which shook him. He like disappeared for several hours.
Yeah. Whenever anything is out of the norm in our home, he scurries away, hides under a bed, and we don't hear from him. So that's fine.
Right now, he's lying next to the fireplace. He's so gorgeous.
He's so pretty. He's so
beautiful.
Adorable and sweet, and I love him.
I know. I love him. Except when I hate him.
I know. It's a fraught relationship.
Yes. It's not you, it's me, as you said 35 minutes ago, honey. All right. Well, are we done, honey?
Yeah, let's eat.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? I can't eat no longer. And oop.